Hi everyone, I'm Francesco Lecce-Chong. This is my fiancée, Chloe Tula. We are coming to you from Miami Beach, where Chloe plays in the new World Symphony, which is why we have two harps here. We have Chloe's harp, but then we also are taking care of the harp for the new World Symphony. And we are here in our apartment for the foreseeable future, just like all of you are most likely holed up in your homes for the foreseeable future as well. I miss you all so much. This was supposed to be a great week for us. We were going to have over 2,000 of you students coming to the concert hall in Eugene. We were going to do this incredible a program called The Orchestra Sings. It's a program called Link Up that was created by Carnegie Hall. It's one of my favorite programs to do. Each year the program shifts a little bit, but basically you all come with your recorders and your wonderful singing voices, and you've been studying the music the orchestra is going to play, and so we all get to perform together. And there's really no experience for a conductor to have quite like having the whole orchestra in front of me, but then all of you out in the audience playing and singing along with us. It's just an incredible event. And I know many of you have been preparing for that concert that was going to happen this week. And so I thought, well, what if we put together some videos so that you can take out your recorder, or you can, take out your violin, or play on the piano with us, or sing along with us, and perhaps we do some of the songs that we would have been doing on that concert. So stay tuned over the weeks to come, and we'll see if we can put some of these videos together so we can all make some music, even from a distance. So one of the most famous songs that happens on this program is Beethoven's Ode to Joy. It's quite popular. I'm sure you all know it as well. It was one of my favorite pieces when I was growing up, and I thought that's what we should start with for this first video. So Beethoven's Ode to Joy, the text is actually from this poet Friedrich Schiller, and it literally is called Ode to Joy. It's a poem about kind of the joy that we all have when we come together. And I think it's perhaps very appropriate for these times, because even from a distance, we can all come together and communicate through this amazing technology that we all now have. Now, this was a whole symphony, though, that Beethoven wrote. It's actually over an hour long. There's a whole bunch of different parts to it, and it's only in kind of like the last 20 minutes that there's a whole chorus, and there's singers that join the orchestra to kind of finish off this whole symphony. And while the end is a very joyful thing, the symphony is this incredible journey that Beethoven takes us on. It actually starts off quite dark and ominous. And when I was young, actually my favorite part of the symphony was the very beginning with the orchestra, where you hear these kind of shimmering, soft sounds in the orchestra, and then Beethoven just lets loose with this big wall of sound, and it just grows into something incredible. So I thought we'd just give you a taste of what that opening sounds like. And this video you're going to see is actually conducted by a very famous conductor. His name is Arturo Toscanini, one of the most famous conductors in history, and became quite famous in the US. Even though he was an Italian conductor, he came here and conducted a lot of TV broadcasts around the US. This was a very famous broadcast that he did in the 1940s of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and it was played throughout the US. And so I thought I'd give you a little taste of the opening of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony conducted by Toscanini. And that's just the first movement of the symphony. In the second movement, Beethoven writes a scherzo, which quite literally means joke, and it's usually a very fun and often humorous, kind of wild movement. And listen to this incredible movement, and especially the timpani, the kettle drums in the orchestra, and how they drive this second movement forward. And now let's take a look at this final movement of the Beethoven Symphony, the one where the chorus comes in and we hear the Ode to Joy melody for the first time. Now, actually, when it first comes in, it's almost as if the orchestra doesn't know what's about to happen. And in fact, this melody that has become so famous starts off very tentatively, very soft and low in the orchestra, the cellos and basses. And it's almost like they're trying to figure out how to play the melody. And then as they continue to play it, more and more instruments come in, and eventually it just opens up into this huge kind of statement of this beautiful melody. before we learn to do Ode to Joy all together, let's listen one time and hear what it sounds like when that whole chorus is singing it along with the orchestra. It's one of the most glorious moments in the symphony. time to sing and play a little bit of the Ode to Joy. All right, so let's see. Well, Chloe, why don't you take us through this, and you're going to get to play along or sing along with the harp.
Yeah, I'm going to play the melody through one time, this time just the melody only, and you can play along exactly with what I'm playing. Great, wonderful job everyone. Next we're going to play through all of it twice, but I'm going to play something a little bit different. I'm going to play an accompaniment, so you're going to join in with me shortly after I start playing. Now, if you're feeling really brave and you might even have this memorized, which means you don't need the music, you can watch us and play along with us and watch the video of us playing this.
Great work, everyone. Chloe, thank you so much for doing that with us.
High five.
All right.
Oh, wait,
No,
no touching.
come on. Seriously? Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Please stay safe and healthy wherever you are. Enjoy your time with your family and wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, 20 seconds.
And just remember all these little things that you're doing. You're doing your small part to really save the world right now. So thank you for all those little things you're doing. Let's all just take this time to be grateful for what we have, and remember that you can make music anytime you want to. And we hope to see you guys again soon.